Attention, you're about to watch a very informative video about why is it better to open a business. This video was prepared by students of St. Petersburg State University of Economics. Make sure you answer this call.
Hello everyone, my name is Dasha. After university, all of us will meet the problem of choosing whether we want to work for someone or open our business. Now I will tell you why you should choose the second option. Being a business owner is a chance to spend as much time at work as you want and gain income directly proportional to the effort spent. In this case, the amount of income depends only on the person, on their ability and desires. Organizing yourself is the biggest challenge of starting a business. You will not be able to build your business without self-discipline and self-organization. Otherwise, the business is doomed to failure. However, this option removes restrictions. There is no pressure from your boss, there is no limit to self-improvement and career growth, and potential earnings are also unlimited. Business is a job, only it requires more input than work for hire. And the success of a business lies in a good business idea, in the right methods of attracting customers, and in tremendous effort. And it is always important to understand and accept the fact that there may be defeats ahead. If you are not ready to put up with other people's orders and want to build and develop your own business, then there is only one way out. Become an entrepreneur, and everything will depend primarily on yourself and only then on others.
Hello everyone, thanks to Dasha, we have understood that opening our own business is better, but how do we get money for it? So I'm Nastya and I'm going to tell you about the ways of finding money for starting a business. Actually, the statistic shows that 94% of startups fail during the first year of operation because of the lack of funding. So I can say that money is a big deal in this area. There are several ways of getting money for a business. First of all, you can take your personal savings. The truth is most startups are funded with personal savings, but before you make a big withdrawal, I recommend you to have mortgage money set aside for at least a year to be safe in case of getting bankrupt or not having enough profit. The second way is to get a credit. It's very popular in Russia and there is nothing bad about having credit for opening your own business. Your first stop should be a bank that's familiar to you or your industry, or one that is known for having soft spot for small business lending. Then there are a lot of federal grant programs. Grant is monetary funding from the government or an organization that is given in order to help small companies and non-profits succeed in building and growing their business. Unlike loans, you don't have to pay this money back. Moreover, you can try some crowdfunding and crowd lending sites. You simply post on the site a sketch of your project with a video, your target amount, and your deadline. Of course, people can share just small sums, but it's always better than nothing. At the end, I'd like to add that you should be very serious about having good funding for your business because money is the bloodline of any business. Thank you for your attention. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Tanya, but you can definitely call me a future businesswoman. So in previous call, Nastya has already told you about some ways to save your money for the business. And here I'll tell you about how to spend those money. In short, I'll give you examples of some good business ideas and I will tell you about some businesses that you shouldn't open in Russia. So let's start with the obvious one, opening an online store. Basically, it's about selling goods from such platforms as Taobao and AliExpress, so from China. But before entering this sphere, please consider some rules. So the first rule is that your items should be unique. They shouldn't remind your customers of any other stores. Second rule is that your items should have a reasonable price. Third rule is that your items should definitely have some quality because you want your customers to come back and to bring your money again. And the fourth rule is that your website should look good. Your website should look professionally made because some customers don't like shopping at some cheap looking websites and they think that this is something illegal, to be honest. So that's why invest your money into it. The third idea is quite old-fashioned, but it is really profitable. It is farming. These days natural products cost a lot and they are really popular all around the world, and especially in Russia these days. So that's why consider opening your little farm and wait till your money will be on your account. Let's talk about some business ideas that shouldn't be considered while you are thinking about where to invest your money. So the first is opening a computer store or a pet store. Those businesses are completely different, but the reason why they are not profitable is the same: chain stores that don't allow them to kind of be popular, let's say it this way. The second business that shouldn't be open these days, nowadays, is beauty salon. There are too many beauty salons all around Russia, all around the world, so unless you are professional, unless you know what you're doing, unless you're ready to invest your money into interior design, unless you're ready to invest your money into professional hairdressers and makeup artists, don't get into this sphere. So for this, that's all what I wanted to tell you, and I hope that into the next call you will get even more information and you will get even more inspired to open your own business. Thank you. Bye.
Hi Tanya, this is Valeria, and today I would like to share with you some of my thoughts about investment. So the biggest misconception about investing is that it is reserved for the rich. That might have been true to some extent 10 years ago, but the barrier to entry is gone today, knocked down by different companies and services that have made it their mission to make investment options available for everyone, including beginners and people that have just small amounts of money to put to work. In fact, with so many investments available now for beginners, there is no excuse to skip out, and that's good news because investing is a great way to grow your wealth. So, why is investing important? You might have heard something about how cheap gas prices used to be back in the day. This is because inflation erodes the value of money as years go by. Maybe you've been keeping your money under your mattress or in saving accounts. Those are options, but a better way to save for longer term goals is to invest. By investing, you can better combat inflation, increasing your chances of being able to afford the same amount of goods and services in the future than you can actually have today. So, investing helps you make your money work for you because of compounding. Compound earnings means that any returns you earn are reinvested to earn additional returns. And the earlier you start investing, the more benefit you gain from compounding. So, but after that, you should remember some tips that you should think of, because investment is a really difficult thing to do because you have to understand your goals and time horizon, and also your risk tolerance and diversification, because investment doesn't really work for everyone as good as for your friends or for me. So think better first, read some very important and particular information, and after that, make your dreams come true. Thank you.
Hey girls, we all perfectly know that sometimes things get out of hand. For example, coronavirus or any other plagues, and unfortunately business is not an exception. According to Bloomberg, 8 of 10 entrepreneurs who start businesses fail in the first 18 months. Just imagine, a whopping 80% crash and burn, and it begs the question, why? And what should a future successful entrepreneur do not to fail the business? Firstly, manage cash flow. Many startup businesses struggle with cash flow issues. That is why these companies must maintain the balance between getting cash and covering the expenses. When a company experiences extended periods of negative cash flow, the effects on the business is the same as that on an individual who experiences a loss of blood flow. Secondly, develop strong business plan. A famous quote goes, "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail." A strong business plan is a path to a future success. Moreover, make accurate projections. Many entrepreneurs are optimists by nature, and it is perfect. They see that their ideas will change the world and adapt a positive outlook and positive mood. However, this optimism can also lead them to overestimate their revenues and underestimate their future costs. These unrealistic projections can lead business owners to make poor decisions based on inaccurate data. Then you're accountable. Many businesses fail because people treat them like hobbies. From day one, treat your business as a business. Treat yourself as an entrepreneur. Set goals and hold yourself accountable. If you only plan to work in your business a couple of hours a week, you can't expect great results. Educate yourself about the wide range of options, technologies, and opportunities. And I wish you good luck.